What's with us and black kids away at Arsenal, man? 4-2 at Highbury, 3-1 when Pogba got sent off, and now this. United win at Arsenal, 3-2. Wow. You see this kid right here? I felt like I was watching the team which was wearing this kit. Rooney, Ronaldo, Scholes, Giggs, Ferdinand, Vidic, Van der Sar. But no, it was Michael Carrick's Reds on display today. And what a performance by each and every one of them from minute 1 to the final whistle. United emerged as victors at the Emirates. Goals by Mbeumo in the first half and an absolute screamer by Dorgu, followed by another absolute screamer by CUNHA to make it 3-2. And I don't know, my prediction for the game was 2-1 United. I mean, as a United fan, obviously, I'm more to the optimistic side than the pessimistic side. Yeah, I just had a good feeling after the 2-0 win last week. Carrick put out the exact same lineup, which I'm far and okay with. He had Mbeumo up top, Ahmad on the right again. And this is one of Ahmad's quieter games, but he still put in a shift. But yeah, we started the first half on the back foot. For the first half an hour, we were, I wouldn't say peppered by Arsenal. I love the word peppered, by the way. We didn't start the first half as well as we should. I think one of the possession stats was 72% possession to Arsenal and 28% possession for us, which was what we expected. I didn't really envision us to be controlling the game most of the game. But yeah, that was how I expected the game to unfold. And yeah, and Arsenal took the lead early on. Not really early. And Arsenal eventually took the lead. Saka did some work on the right, and Odegaard just threw a boot at it, and it ricochets off Martinez to make it 1-0. And we somehow got back in the game. A mistake by Saliba and Zubimendi. Saliba gave a bouncing ball to Zubimendi, who was intending to pass it to David Raya, but obviously he didn't judge the weight of the pass or something, and the ball falls into the feet of Mbeumo, who rounds Raya and just puts the ball in the back of the net. And we enter halftime 1-1 level. And considering the fact that we didn't have much of the ball, I would take it any day. We started off the second half the same as the first half, but an absolute... Okay, when I think of screamers, I'm thinking of Bruno, I'm thinking Ahmad, I'm thinking CUNHA, I'm thinking possibly Casemiro, but the interchange of play between Bruno and Dorgu before... There was some suspicion that the ball hit his hand, but obviously it didn't. But there was this Bruno, Dorgu moment. They had that little interchange of play. Bruno sets up Dorgu and he just smashes it with Trossard and Gabriel in close quarters. He just smashes it past out. No chance for David Raya to make it 2-1. And we held on. Arteta made a quadruple sub. A desperation quadruple sub. And honestly, even though Arsenal had a lot of ball, I didn't really feel threatened. At most, it was their set pieces, obviously. But they eventually got the equalizer. No surprise, a set piece. Saka whips it in. Another goalmouth scramble. And Sesko thought to have cleared it off the line, but Marino had his shot deflected off Menu and it went to the back of the net. And it was just unlucky by Sesko. He was just a fraction of a second too late. And it was 2-2. And I thought, you know what? I didn't expect much. We're at the leaders. And I'll take a 2-2 draw. Going to the game, obviously I wanted 2-1, but a 2-2 draw is quite a respectable result at the Emirates, considering how good Arsenal are. But then, only 3 minutes later, Bruno, Menu, and CUNHA had the interchange of play again. Bruno to Menu, and Menu, I think through the legs or something, to CUNHA. CUNHA takes a few steps and whips it De Bruyne-esque bottom right-hand corner. No chance for Raya again. 3 shots on target, 3 goals, 100% efficiency. That's Man United, man. That is Man United. I don't know what else to say. I'm over the moon. I don't even know who we have next week. I don't even care. Michael Carrick, man, you've changed my life. How Amorim managed to bring this team. If we're comparing how Amorim plays and how Carrick plays, these are the same players. It's not like Carrick had a transfer window or has brought in players. He's using the same players and he's getting results like this. We just beat the top 2 teams in the country, and I felt that we deserved to win both games. And that is something we rarely say under Amorim's tenure. And yeah, a spotless performance by the boys. I'm so happy. Special shout out to the defenders, man. Dallo, Luke Shaw, Maguire, and Lisandro Martinez. They are all warriors. Okay, I have Dallo got a bit of stick from me from the last video, but he played well today. He did what he had to do. Simple passes. Did nothing wrong today. Casemiro and Menu in midfield again. What? I don't know. The way we control the way we weave our situation sometimes, it just amazes me how this is the same team as a month ago. It's just, yeah, I don't really know what to say. Ahmad was, like I said, he was a bit quiet today. Mbeumo got his goal. Bruno didn't have a very good first half, but it's a Bruno performance. He's world class at times, and he's non-existent at times. So I've grown used to that for Bruno. Anyone else I miss? Sesko came on, got hit in the face. CUNHA, what do I have to say, man? One thing underrated about CUNHA is his game management. The way he is able to win fouls. He's just like Jack Grealish, I would say. The way he's able to win fouls and get out of pressure, relieve us from pressure, is so underrated. And yeah, honestly, not much to say from me. I'm so happy with the performance. Very happy. And I can't wait for the next game. Can't believe I'm saying that. Peace.